Good night, members of the Barbados Labour Party family. Good night to all those who are joining us all across the globe. And of course, I want to say a special good evening to all of you who are supporters of the Barbados Labour Party, who've come from near and far to support the Barbados Labour Party. Tonight, we are in St. Michael Central, and we are bordering St. Michael Northeast. But tonight, right here in St. Michael Central, I think I owe it to a man who I have enormous respect for. Wherever I go, I refer to him as Your Honor, Sir. A man who came to this constituency in 2013, like I did when I went to St. Michael West Central. We weren't successful in 2013, but he returned to St. Michael Central in 2018, and he was victorious. And you gave him the support once again in 2022, and he went on to serve you, the constituents of St. Michael Central, with pride and distinction. He uphold the honor and the decency and the tradition of a speaker in our House of Assembly. He continued to execute his duties with pride. He did so with respect on both sides. And I say to you that we owe a big thank you to His Honor, Arthur Holder, a man who will go down in history as being one of the finest persons you could ever ask to be associated with. And I decided tonight that I would start there by thanking you for allowing us to have your representative, Arthur Holder. But tonight, Arthur Holder, as we led up to the campaign, decided that he would give way to a young lady, Tyra Trotman. And I come here tonight not only to support Tyra, but not only to endorse her, but I come here tonight in St. Michael Central to ask you to go out in your numbers and vote for Tyra Trotman. And you know, last year when we had our karaoke and our little community fun activities, Tyra was there with us on Longat Main Road. And she stayed with us until the wee hours of the morning. And that level of commitment and support, not only it was not in her constituency, but it was in an adjoining constituency. And she stayed with the family of the Barbados Labour Party family of St. Michael West Central, and we gathered and we celebrated and we have fun. And tonight I could not have asked for a better opportunity to stand before you, not only to endorse her, but to speak on her behalf. Tyra Trotman, an attorney at law, as you know, a woman full of energy and passion, a woman who's committed to the cause. And let us not make any mistakes whatsoever about it. That because she was in another political party, like most persons, she's decided to offer herself here in St. Michael Central. And when you have the outgoing representative, Mr. Arthur Holder, endorsing her, that says something about the quality of the representative that you will send to Parliament when you go to the polls on February 11th and vote for Tyra Trotman. A vote for Tyra Trotman is not only a commitment to the Barbados Labour Party, but a vote for Tyra Trotman is to continue to build on the good works that you have become accustomed to in this constituency under a Barbados Labour Party administration. This Barbados Labour Party administration had to pick up a country literally in tatters, and we had to restore Barbados. And we've done from 2018 an outstanding job in terms of managing the economic and the social affairs of this country. And you could not have asked for others like Mayor Motley, who led the team, others who in this St. Michael constituency who would have helped the Barbados Labour Party by going to work every day and working hard to ensure we build out the Barbados Labour Party and to ensure that we continue to build out Barbados. And what did the Barbados Labour Party do for you? Since 2018, the Barbados Labour Party has restored economic growth to this country. And you may ask, what about economic growth? But if you don't grow the economy, what happens? It stagnates. And when it stagnates, what happens? You can no longer get jobs. When the economy stagnates, you know what's happened? You can't get the level of investment that we are witnessing in the Barbados economy. And when the economy stagnates, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot earn the foreign exchange that we need in order to buy the goods and pay for the foreign services that we have to import into this country. And I say to you that even though the Barbados Labour Party made it look easy, look quite simple, the task that we were faced with was really an enormous task. But your Barbados Labour Party, fully mindful of our existence, fully mindful of the fact that we have to make life better for you, the people of St. Michael Central, went to work and worked hard. And as a result, you are seeing what we are doing, the transformation that has occurred in Barbados. You no longer you have a country where we were faced with downgrade after downgrade. On the contrary, we have a country that is growing. We have a country that registered more than 17 consecutive quarters of growth thanks to the Barbados Labour Party. And we're doing so because we understand that if we don't go to work and work hard every day to build out Barbados, that Barbados will not thrive. And we want Barbados to thrive. And if we want Barbados to thrive, we have to ensure that we have the team for the times. And I say to you that Tyra will be one of those persons who will continue to put her hands to the wheel and work hard not only in defense of you, the people of St. Michael Central, but she will come to work and work hard with the Barbados Labour Party team to ensure that we continue the growth not only in this constituency, but we continue economic and social prosperity for all in Barbados. So that in St. Michael Central, you have what it takes. You have done it not once, but you have done it twice. And I'm confident that you will do it on the third time by ensuring you send Tyra Trotman to Parliament to ensure that the Barbados Labour Party has not only another successful member of Parliament from this constituency, but to ensure that the Barbados Labour Party wins the next general election. And we are not asking you simply to go and vote because we believe you can vote. We know you can vote, but we also have our red book, and our red record speaks volumes about the work we have done across Barbados. It speaks about the quality that we have brought to this country. It speaks to the resources that we had to amass in order to continue to develop and secure Barbados. And when I tell you that Barbados has grown stronger, that Barbados is doing better, we want to continue on that path. And therefore, we will continually ask you for your support as we move into third term. We never assume everything is automatic, but we will come and ask you for your approval to continue to build on the good works that the Barbados Labour Party is known for. And I say to you that within the Barbados Labour Party, we will continue to work hard on your behalf. we will continue what is necessary to do. But we are also grateful. We are also very grateful that Barbados has the leader in Mayor Amor Montley, a prime minister who cares dearly about this country, a prime minister who works very hard to ensure that every day this country does not fail, a prime minister who cares about people, a prime minister who's demonstrably clear about the vision she has for Barbados, and a prime minister who has not failed you. And that is what we want. When you have a strong leader, when you have a leader who cares about people, when you have a leader who's passionate and a leader who has energy, that is what is required. And when you have a leader who's a chairman of the cabinet, who can coordinate the work of the cabinet to ensure that we grow and build out Barbados, it speaks volumes. And I'm there on Thursdays unless I'm traveling, and I see the skills that she has brought to the table in order to help build up Barbados. We see it in the policy positions that are pursued in respect of development in Barbados. When you look at our program and you compare it, it is very clear in this general election that your choice is clear. But leadership does matter. Strong leadership makes the difference. And when we say to you that strong leadership must continue to exist in Barbados, we are saying strong leadership because we have a very strong Prime Minister in Mayor Montley. We have a Prime Minister who understands the job. We have a Prime Minister who's not learning on the job, a Prime Minister who has demonstrable abilities and who can carry this country forward. And when I say to you, a Prime Minister who knows what she's about, I mean it. And you can see the benefits. Because there are people abroad who understand and who likes to have the opportunity to meet with our Prime Minister. Because you know what she's done? She's repositioned Barbados' profile on the global stage. She's been able to position Barbados once again that people will not only want to listen to a Prime Minister, but people will want to meet with a Prime Minister. And some people who will want to give to Barbados in order that we can continue the transformation. And so that I'm very pleased and very happy that we have run a country and we've done so successfully, notwithstanding the challenges that we are confronted with. We had the COVID pandemic, and now we have the global political scene. And those things, ladies and gentlemen, do matter, because it is those things that could cause your economy not to continue on the path, but it can cause the economy to flip or go the other side. And that is what your Prime Minister has done. That is what our Prime Minister has done, and that is why the Barbados Labour Party will continue to do what we have to do. So I say to you, and I can speak a little bit about tourism, because Rudy started the intro by telling you that we have so many planes here and that we have so many tourists coming to Barbados, and it is a fact. When you look at the last Central Bank report, Barbados has recorded over 730,000 tourists, long-stay tourists. It is the highest number of tourists on record for Barbados. It is the highest record that we have in the history of Barbados. And we have done so because when we build out tourism, you know what that means? We are building out jobs. When we build out tourism, the water sports operators, the men and women who operate water sports in Barbados can have even more money in their pockets. When we build out tourism, the taxi operators will have more money and get more jobs. When we build out tourism, the people in agriculture through the linkages will also earn more money. When we build out tourism, the people in the manufacturing sector who sell to the tourism industry will also earn more money. And when we build out tourism, ladies and gentlemen, the Barbados economy earns more. We haven't had the 2025 earnings yet, but I can tell you, in 2024, the Barbados economy earned from the tourism sector $480 million when compared to 2023. And I'm sure with the steady performance of tourism that this year, when the information is released this year, that tourism will also have record earnings. So we not only have record arrivals, but we are also having record earnings, and thanks in part to the good work that we're doing for you, the people of St. Michael Central and across Barbados. So when we build out the tourism sector, all of the people who were involved, all of the workers who are involved within the tourism sector will get more money. And I say to you, when you look at our future, if you believe that we have record earnings and record arrivals, wait until the 9 hotels that are to be built in Barbados have been completed. And when those 9 hotels are completed, you will see that there will be even more hotel rooms in Barbados. In fact, based on a projection that we have, by 2030, we will have more than 1,800 hotel rooms in Barbados. When you have more than 1,800 new and modern hotel rooms in Barbados, it therefore means that more workers will be employed in the sector. When we have more aircraft coming into Barbados and landing at Grantham International Airport, it means you have more money in retail being spent in this country. That is what we're going to do for you, the people of St. Michael Central and beyond. And it takes coordination. But it also takes a leader who understands that we have to grow the Barbados economy. A leader who understands that if we don't build out tourism, for example, if we do not build out tourism, that we will not have the earnings. And don't let anybody fool you when they come to you and give you the impression that tourism earnings, as somebody said on the platform, or tourism doesn't mean anything. And if they come around you telling you that foolishness, you have to tell them enough is enough. That if you don't earn from tourism, then you can't pay for the oil that you import. You can't pay for the gas that you have to import. You can't pay for all the motor cars that you want to buy in this country. You can't buy food that you have to import. You can't buy the beauty products that the ladies, of course, will want. So when they come to you and tell you nonsense about the tourism sector, you tell them enough is enough. How you expect the country to pay its bills. So that we come here on this very location, our St. Michael Central stomping ground. And I say to you, have no fear about where we are going. We are going forward, strong as we are, with strong leadership. But we are going forward understanding that we have a clear vision of what we have to achieve in Barbados. We are going forward understanding that even though there are turbulent geopolitical times, we will manage those situations for you. We will do so because we understand what it takes. And we are asking you for your approval. We are asking you for your permission to continue the mandate, to continue on the journey to build the Barbados economy. We ask you to ensure that you take absolutely nothing for granted in this general election. We say to you that you have a strong leader in Mayor Montley. We say to you that you have a promising young lady in Tyra Trotman, somebody who will make St. Michael Central proud, a young lady who will make St. Michael Central continue on the path started by others before Arthur Holder, and who will continue to carry the torch of proud representation in St. Michael Central. I say to you, your choice is clear. Your duty is to go there and to encourage as many persons to come out and vote for Tyra. Vote for Tyra because Tyra will give you the representation that is required. Vote for Tyra because Tyra is also a very strong person. Vote for Tyra because Tyra will deliver for you. And as I believe I've been signaled that I have to come down. And as I take the signal, I want to say a special thanks not only to the family of St. Michael West Central, who's here tonight supporting Tyra and the Barbados Labour Party. We are safe in St. Michael West Central. Have no fear whatsoever. Have no fear whatsoever, we are safe. But I want you to land Tyra for us in St. Michael Central. And of course, we are on the border with the Prime Minister. And I know that the people in St. Michael Northeast will continue to vote for Mayor Amor Montley. You know of her better than I do. You know what she's made of, and you know what she's delivered to you. And you know that in Mayor Amor Montley, you have strong leadership. You know in the Barbados Labour Party, you have a strong team, and a team that will carry Barbados forward. I say to you, go to the polls, vote for Tyra Trotman, vote for Mayor Montley, vote for the Barbados Labour Party, and bring home all the other constituencies in St. Michael to support and continue the proud work of the Barbados Labour Party. Good night and God bless you.